Welcome to your daily focus for October the 15th, 2018. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's cut the cards here and turn to them to reveal the energy that does surround us and how to use it in a positive light. We have the Ace of Pentacles today. It's about going forward. I don't think it's today. I think it's tomorrow that we hit the first quarter moon, and it's really a time for adventure and stepping into our tomorrow. So expect not only today, but tomorrow to be like this energy. So we're starting to gear up. So that hard energy that we've been going through for over 2 weeks seems to be fading as we can take a deep breath, as we can start to focus on what we want to step into. Now, when aces appear in a reading, it denotes a path that is yet to come into your life. So even if new things are happening now, that doesn't mean that this is the representation of it. To me, it looks like we look back one more time at the symbol of what we can do, and then starting on our path, one step at a time, through that gateway to our tomorrow. So this brings in abundance, this brings in happiness, this brings in joy. We could be definitely getting together with other people, brainstorming today, enjoying each other's company even just today. About bringing more love in, deepening relationships, deepening our commitments within relationships, starting new relationships, partnerships, best friends. Ways of increasing our finances, increasing our wealth, increasing our stature, increasing our well-being, our health. So what does that mean for you? What new path are you hoping to step into? Because this is the moment where you go, it's time. We have the Six of Pentacles in detriment. Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. The yin and the yang, that's really the Libra, the strong sun in Libra energy. But right now I think that's the only energy in Libra. So it's being overcast a lot by all the energy in Scorpio. We could be a little bit more where we've dropped the ball within relationships, where we haven't given when we should have, where we feel other people should have given and they shouldn't have. We may be looking at a lot of issues around relationships and where we give and where we commit to and what value that brings into our life. And is it healthy? Are we compromising too much of ourselves? Are we asking other people to compromise themselves too much for our higher good instead of the better good for all? The better good for all? And we have the Two of Cups. So definitely new relationships, new starts, new possibilities, new beginnings. I think if we sit back and we think a little bit about our relationships right now and our partnerships, our best friends, think about your relationships and what you give. I mean, the people at work, your employer, the community. And where do you give? Where do you compromise? And do you compromise by giving away a part of yourself, or do you compromise within your truth? Where do you give unconditionally? Love, support, time, energy, money in relationships. Where do you feel there needs to be more within certain relationships? Where do you think there needs to be less within certain relationships? What things can we do? Or what things have we been allowing in ourselves? The Two of Cups can very much represent a new beginning within an older relationship too. So definitely look at your friendships. Although we do have 2 pentacles on the board, so I'm going to have to, work in work, career, finances. Do you work all week, every week, and then you find that all the money goes towards everything but your goals, your focus, where you want it to? So why is that? So look at where you are also spending your money right now. How you spend your money, keep a little sheet for a couple of weeks. I knew one person and they faithfully did that for 2 weeks, and they found they were spending far more at the corner store in a month than they were for a gas bill and electric bill, even though those were the ones that were complained about the most. And so once you acknowledge that, once you find a new truth, you can now figure out what you really need at that corner store, how to buy differently so that you are spending less money, how you can change your routine so that you can omit those things in your life and use that money towards a trip, an education, getting something beautiful for yourself, investing in yourself in some way. We'll get an affirmation card. So expect the new relationships, expect the new starts, expect the new opportunities to arrive in your life. Remember that our new moon that happened on October 8th in Libra was all about getting rid of the toxins and the poisons in our life. So spending your money on things that don't really matter, or you could not spend that money, or redirect that money, or maybe it's your love that you need to redirect. Maybe it's your time. Maybe it's your energy. And bring into being a more holistic approach of your life, how you treat yourself, how you value yourself. The Strength card. Because I'm just not mentioning the 8th, so I'm going to have to put this towards the new moon energy as well, with the Strength card coming out here, number 8. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. So strength, endurance. I can go the distance and know that everything occurs in divine appropriate timing. I have the courage to manifest miracles. When I allow Spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains and overcome any obstacle, inside or out. When you go with the flow. When I allow Spirit to work through me. So when you walk with integrity, with beauty, with grace, with compassion, with an empathy, to how does this not only affect me but everybody? Because we are all energy and we are all connected. When I allow Spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains and overcome any obstacle inside and out. And over the last week, we've had a lot of energy about making sure we weren't trying to manipulate, or people weren't trying to manipulate us or coerce in some way. To walk and to realize that inner warrior inside of you and the empowerment that you truly have in just who you are and your gifts and talents, and to acknowledge that about yourself. An animal card. Our animal of the day is clarity with the bat. Clarity. Hidden fears. Open mind, heart and soul, trust and passion. Clarity of mind means clarity of passion too. This is why great and clear minds love ardently and sees distinctly what it loves. So many are afraid of bats, they often fly in a sporadic fashion, never knowing where they will swoop. Instead of relying on their sight, they use their other senses, but the main one being their hearing. If you have chosen bat, you are being told that the clarity that you seek has to be sought in a different way. Bat offers you, so finally we don't get the Eight of Swords, but yet Bat tells us that we need to seek the clarity to be thought, to think things in a different way, to understand things in a different way. Bat offers you clarity to see around you what may be hidden. Now is the time to look at your life subjectively and see where you can add positive and passionate changes. You might sign up for a class, start a new creative project, or finish one that you started way back when. It is possible that you are neglecting communication with those who love you and you aren't aware of it. You may have been acting as a hermit and didn't even realize it. Call your friends and plan a night out. It has a lot to do with reflection on relationships, doesn't it? Release your old fears and anxieties. You can write down your fears one by one on a piece of paper. After you complete the task, take each paper and say aloud, I release, and then just insert your fear. Then either rip up the piece of paper, burn it in a fireproof container, allowing the universe to take care of all that is holding you back. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.